What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes, where I love talking all things NFTs, speculation, and of course the market. So today we're going to be talking about the Buzz Lightyear promo drop, in addition to Veve just announcing the Stitch drop. So it's from the Lilo and Stitch movie, which, by the way, don't get mad at me, I've actually never seen Lilo and Stitch. I haven't seen like Mulan from beginning to end. I've seen a ton of scenes, a ton of outtakes and all that kind of stuff like on YouTube, but I haven't seen the movie from beginning to end. So maybe one of these days, maybe tomorrow, I'll watch Lilo and Stitch. So that is going to be part of my opinion based on the drop, but I do know Lilo Stitch is very, very popular. But before we get into things, first thing I'm going to say is thank you to Hinanu, Mihome, Pixel Trader, as well as Mihome again for the most recent donations. We're just getting close to that meme amount of $69 just to have some fun. And again, if you guys want to follow me on Veve, please find Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare at 9.99 million. Same thing with Fastos as well. So we'll go ahead and jump into it. So first things first, I've just pulled this up on Twitter. There was another good tweet that actually showed it a bit more animated than what it is currently. I couldn't really find it, but I was looking all over I could for Twitter for the Buzz Lightyear drop. But apparently the Buzz Lightyear drop actually did show on Veve for a very brief amount of time. But the thing was that you can't actually buy it through the store. It should be promotional code. So AMC at some point, I believe, is going to be emailing people that were randomly chosen to win if you filled out that that kind of code thing, which is almost kind of like KYC in a way. It's like, give us your address, your name, all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of interesting, but it's already too late. You can't sign up. That ended actually like quite a few days ago. So if you guys are wondering about this Buzz Lightyear drop, it's already too late to get in on it. I'm trying to remember when they're actually going to be handed out to people on Veve or when that's going to happen. But yeah, so looking at the drop as is, it says it's a secret rare. I'm not sure. I assume this is just the only drop because there's a lot of people making, in another tweet, a lot of speculation for like the common and uncommon. I'm like, this thing only has 1,000 mints. I'd be very surprised if they actually broke it down amongst, 2, 3, probably not 5 different rarities. So I assume it's all secret rare. I have no idea how much these are going to go for. If I had to guess, I mean, yeah, there are secret rares, so it's a good amount of master collector points. The cost of it is just $20 because I believe they just have to associate a value to it, even though it's a promotional code thing. If I had to just randomly guess, like, I don't know, 80 to 100 gems, something like that, maybe a bit higher, I would say it kind of reminds me of the grade school like Guernica poster, which is a secret rare standalone one-of-one set thing. But this is a bit different. This is Buzz Lightyear, so it might go for a bit more, not entirely sure, but it is 1,000 mints. So maybe you could actually push that like 120 mark a bit closer. But again, we have no idea how many mints are going to happen. I bet a lot of people actually signed up for the promotion, not knowing at all whatsoever what's even involved with Veve, because it was just on the AMC Twitter that they posted it. So I bet a lot of people filled out the questionnaire for the Buzz Lightyear thing for the free NFT, and they still don't even know what Veve is. So that's all the information I have. I'll probably cover it when it's actually officially on like the Veve app, and like people are actually starting to get some of the promo codes delivered to their accounts or via email through AMC. So we'll cover this very briefly. Again, I've not seen Lilo Stitch. I have watched other content creators, their videos on it. I've watched some other stuff, so I know Lilo Stitch is pretty popular. It's definitely one of the most popular characters in Disney, even though I believe there's been sequels to it. I think the original movie came out in like 2002. So me personally, I was 12 at the time. So I think at that point I was probably a little bit too old. I think I was playing a lot of video games, playing a lot of sports, didn't have a ton of time. I was kind of over Disney when I was around like 10 years oldish or something like that. So a lot of Disney movies that came out like after 2000, I didn't really watch because I was too mature or too old to really watch them. At least that's what was going on in my mind. So it says everyone's favorite alien who's crashed on Earth and brought chaos and adventure along with him. This collection celebrates the very best of Experiment 626. So apparently that is the experiment that the evil character saw. I forgot the evil character's name. I probably should have looked it up. But again, I wanted to kind of just let you guys know. I haven't seen the movie yet, so at some point maybe I'll watch it from beginning to end. 3 collectibles drop in blind box format Sunday to the 26th Sunday 26th June at 8 a.m. So it's going to be the typical drop time. Again, if I had to guess, this is probably going to be one of the usual 50 gem box price, 3 different rarities, something like that. Though I did watch Dino's video most recently, kind of talking about the Stitch thing. He said these might be kind of like the Disney emojis that we had with all of the, Jafar and all those other characters that came out during the emoji thing. So these could be like 20 gems. So if it's cheaper in that aspect, I might actually go for the drop if these are going for 20 each. But regardless whether it's 20 or 50, the two bottom rarities are probably going to go below box price. The one that's probably going to be the ultra rare, that's most likely going to be animated. When I'm thinking about this, like the 3 collectibles, I imagine it's going to be similar to like the Jurassic Park, like the T-Rex and the Raptor dropper. The first 2 are going to be relatively stat. Actually, there's 4 different rarities with that one, so I take that back. I forgot that there's 4, not 3 different collectibles. But regardless, the 2 lowest rarities, whether it's a common and uncommon, probably going to be static, probably going to go below box price, regardless if it's 20 or 50 gems. And then whatever the ultra rare is, or the rare, or whatever the highest rarity is, that is most likely going to be animated, that will usually probably be anywhere between 2.5 to 4 times the box price. So if it's going for 20 gems, odds are it'll probably push like 80-ish gems, I would guess. And then if it's probably 50 gems, I would imagine it's probably going to push like 150, maybe 200, and hang out in that realm for a while. And it's probably going to sit there for a while until we start getting more and bigger drops, and then it's going to start retracing a bit. That is just my price prediction for it. I do know there's a lot of other content creators that do sell physical collectibles. They've sold Stitch. They've said they've had nothing but awesome things to say about just like the Lilo and Stitch IP, and it does extremely well physically in stores. But again, I do think the physical and the NFT connection doesn't always marry up, right? Like you look at Todd, it's done extremely well in the app, but the Todd statues haven't really done that well. You know, maybe a few $100. They were at their peak basically when Veve was popular and a lot of people were buying them, and now it's kind of retraced down a bit since then, and you know, vice versa. So comics, a lot of the value kind of translates over to Veve, but it's not always a 1-to-1 ratio. Like a lot of comics in real world that aren't worth a lot are on Veve for whatever reason, and vice versa. So it's a good thing to make that comparison, but it's not always 100% true and proven, right, at the end of the day. So yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely be doing a video when they release the final Medium article about all this information, as well as Buzz Lightyear when we do get more information on that as well. But for now, I'm probably going to pass on this drop unless it's going for 20 gems. If it's for 50, I'm probably going to pass and just go from there, just because I'm trying to consolidate a lot of my stuff, also trying to consolidate my multiple phones together on a single account, and kind of figuring things out before my account starts getting KYC'd and starts getting a little murky from there. But I'm super excited for all these drops in the future, and as well as KYC and MTL and all that stuff as well. So great times to be here on Veve. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys take care. Please double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over, and I'll catch you guys next time.